ॐ यस्य वीर्येण कृतिनो वयं च भुवनानि च रामकृष्णं सदा वन्दे सर्वं स्वतन्त्रमीश्वरं जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। Revered Swami Kripamayananda ji, dear devotees and friends, thanks for inviting me and allowing me to say a few words about someone whom all of us idealize. There are very interesting concepts which we all use, but sometimes do not understand the real, original meaning of the word. When we say we want to idealize, it is not a physical or imitating in a gross way. But we idealize the person, his personality, his attitude, his spiritual fervor, his God-intoxicated nature, which seems to be quite far for us to follow him. But we do idealize him. We do not dare to say one day I want to be like Sri Ramakrishna. But even if we have even an iota of his personality, our life becomes spiritualized. Whether they are monks or devotees, we have seen among ourselves and among others immense change. People are converted from one nature to another nature. Why it is so? What is there in Sri Ramakrishna? What is his uniqueness? We are not here to compare Sri Ramakrishna with other prophets and incarnations. We are too small people to do that. But it is something whom we love, whom we revere. What do we find in him? Many of you would have read, there is a very beautiful article written by one of our Vice President Maharaj Swami Bhajanananda ji. The name of his article was Sri Ramakrishna the Unknown. Why Sri Ramakrishna is unknown? We have read his life, we have read his gospel, we worship him, we take his name. How still he remains unknown? He cited some shlokas from our Vedas where the Rishi, while giving oblation in the fire, says, Kasmin devaya havisha videma, which God I am giving offerings? I, with my love and adoration, am offering my even life in his service. But who is that God? Who is that? Why he is attracting us so much? Many times we may not have words to answer. If any one of us is asked, tell me why you like Sri Ramakrishna. Yes, we put some words here and there, But this character, this bunch of those spiritual values are attracting not only to Hindus, to Indians, but there is some attraction about him. And when we come out of our field of work generally in India, we find many people, especially in the countries where the devotees are neither Indian nor Hindus and showing so much love for Sri Ramakrishna. My experience with Argentina says so. Many of this side Western countries, people are devotees for generations. What is that which attracts them? We will try to think. We have about 45-50 minutes to do that. It is very interesting. We think we do many things. We think we organize this talk. I think I will come and speak. But the song which you heard, the reading which you heard, and the topic which is given to me somehow synchronizes so much. I don't know how that portion was selected, which was read. When we joined this order, earlier time, now I think that question is removed. Do you accept Sri Ramakrishna as incarnation of God? Many of us, yes, because from childhood we were acquainted with calling Sri Ramakrishna as God. One of our brother monk wrote, I don't know. You joined the order, you are a monk of this order. Don't you accept Sri Ramakrishna as incarnation of God? And that Swami told, Swamiji, I don't understand what incarnation is. How to consider him as incarnation? I don't understand. But I love him. Why do I love him? Then he narrated, he told. Swamiji says, Swami Vivekananda says, let people accept Sri Ramakrishna as they like. As we read just now. People call him a saint. Some call him a mystic. Some call him lover of God. Some call him incarnation of God. What greatest respect you can give to anybody in this world? Oh, you are so good, you are a scholar, you are this, you are that. The greatest title, if we can give to somebody, you are God. That is the greatest thing. Sri Ramakrishna, when devotees started telling that Thakur Sri Ramakrishna is incarnation, he says, one does theatre, one is a doctor. They keep on telling to people that I am incarnational. What do they understand about incarnation? I am fed up with this word called incarnation. Interesting. Here are the people who want to give highest respect to him. And he said, I don't like to hear. Why? Because you don't understand what you are telling. So it is not important what you consider. It is important what you derive from him. I remember to have spoken these few things in one of the lectures many years before when I was in Shillong. You say I am a devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. Some ignorantly are very proud of telling that I took initiation 30 years before, 40 years before. We joined this order, we complete 40, 50 years in this order. We meditate on him, we take his name, we remember him, we read about him, and still none of his quality, not even in little percentage, comes into me. There is something wrong, either in him, which is not so, Either in me, could be, either could be in my process of remembering him. Otherwise, you put a plug in the socket and you don't see microphone working, you don't see light is on, fault is in the socket, fault is in the plug. Here lies the clue. And this is for me to think about myself. This is not for me to tell to you how it is so that I say I joined, just now Swamiji introduced me. Again, going to little good people see good about others. Because he is good, that's why he says good word about me. But if I say I have joined this order 44 years before, and if I don't find in me even a little of Sri Ramakrishna, maybe his devotion, his knowledge, his renunciation, his purity, if I don't derive from him, there is something wrong in my meditation. That's how we need to idealize him. We consider Sri Ramakrishna as whatever you like, doesn't matter. This is one uniqueness of Sri Ramakrishna, that when he was there in body, he is still there. But now he is all pervading, he is everywhere. He is manifested in different places. Yesterday I went to Ottawa and we went to see that there is a church. Sri Ramakrishna is sitting there. As if he is getting manifested in different places. He is not in a hurry to get manifested. He finds time, he takes his own time. He chooses some people as his instruments and gets the work done. When he was very much like you and me, in a human body moving around, he attracted people of different faiths. And just now as we read, people say you are what Sri Chaitanya was. One Christian gentleman comes and says, I love Jesus, but I can see that Jesus could be like you. The manifestation of divinity in him, his Catholic virtues, there is no exclusion, he is all inclusive. Many stereotypes are broken by Sri Ramakrishna. One side he is highly spiritual person. In the whole history of humankind, you have yet to find the narration. We do not know whether Buddha, Jesus, Chaitanya were like him or not, because we do not have that literature. Take that incident. It is beyond our comprehension. Two doctors, qualified MBBS doctors of his time. One was topmost doctor of Calcutta at that time, Mahendra Lal Sarkar. He comes with his friend called Dr. Dokuri. Both came to see Sri Ramakrishna. Mahendra Lal Sarkar was treating Sri Ramakrishna for his cancer. So he used to say, you should not talk much, then he will smile and take, but when I come, you talk to me. While talking to the doctors and other devotees at that time, Sri Ramakrishna suddenly is transported as if in his state of samadhi. We don't understand what samadhi is, but what we read, he practically became like a dead body. These two doctors did medical examination on him. Try to see the pulse, no pulse. Try to find the heartbeats, no heartbeats. Even Dr. Dokuri, there is a There is an incident written in the book. Dr. Dokari put his finger on the eyeball of Sri Ramakrishna and the eyeball didn't even move. Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar told to the present devotees, "We are very sorry to inform you that he just left us." Master Mahashaya, who had great opportunity to be with him for longest time, he said, "Sir, he dies like this few times a day. There is no second example like this." Sri Ramakrishna gives example of a dry matchstick. You strike once and you see the fire. But if that matchstick is soaked in water or a bit of moisture comes to it, you keep on striking, nothing happens. That moisture is of worldliness, desires. He was completely free from that. When you read the gospel, just in first few pages it comes. By taking the name of Rama or Hari once, if your mind is getting one with God, what's the necessity of rituals, etc.? That was Sri Ramakrishna. After some time he comes back as if a person comes out of deep waters. You and me try our best. We read books, we come to the center, we see the puja, we hear songs, we do charity, we meditate. For what? To lift our mind little from worldliness. Here is a man who takes help of that little worldliness to bring his mind down so that he can talk to us. He says in one place, "When I am talking to you, I come down 10 hands." That is a way of telling in Bengali. Otherwise he cannot talk. He purposefully desires, "I want to have water. I want to eat this. I want to eat that." Not that he wants to eat. He wants to bring his mind down so that he can talk to people. We do not find a second example of that. It was not only Sri Ramakrishna, same thing happened to Swami Vivekananda. Swamiji was addressing a big gathering. Hall is full. Swamiji was in green room getting ready. Standing in front of the mirror, Swamiji is making his collar and his turban and everything perfect. So the organizer, the lady comes and says, "You too? I have seen plenty of speakers are so conscious about how they look. You too?" Swamiji says, "No. I want to keep myself on this level so that I can go and speak." And this, up to certain extent, comes in many senior monk. I give one example which I have heard. Was our 9th President Swami Madhavanandaji. In Belur outside our gate, we have a Vidya Mandir hostel. He was invited there. So, Tejasananji, I think, he said, "Oh, now our President Maharaj will speak something." Maharaj speak for 2 minutes and sit down. "Maharaj, you have to speak for 15-20 minutes. Madhavanji says, "I want to. But when I'm about to speak, the essence comes in front of me and I can't eulogize that essence. So I have nothing to speak." The speciality of this order, which is the legacy of Sri Ramakrishna, is that fortunately with his grace and blessings, it still continues in each and every monk of our order that we are not hypocrites. That we do not, we are not pretentious. We do not say something different than what we are. That comes from him. Somebody came and told to Sri Ramakrishna, "Please bless me." No, I can't bless you. Only Divine Mother can bless you. Everybody here in this order wants to efface his ego. All the gurus, when we took initiation, first thing they will tell, okay, you take mantra from me, but Guru is Sri Ramakrishna. Nice incident of Holy Mother. Holy Mother asked one devotee, how are you? Mother, I am keeping well by your grace. Immediately Mother said, where I come in between? Tell by Thakur's grace you are well. I am nobody. From Thakur downwards till today, everybody tries to efface his ego. Because that is what spirituality is all about. Uniqueness of Sri Ramakrishna. You consider me incarnation, if you don't also is okay. A man who was guided by revelation even in the smallest thing of his life. You will find in the gospel in his life. Anything the devotee says, oh, I go and ask my mother, if she says I will do. For simple things of life, he goes to Divine Mother and asks the question. He has conversation with Mother. He says, I took little cotton, put in front of the statue's nostril to find whether Mother is there or not. And I saw the cotton is moving as per her breathing. We go to see the same statue, we don't see that. So here is a person for whom God doesn't sit in the clouds. God becomes part and parcel of his life. Of course, that is what Indian spiritual way of life is. Yesterday with some local white people I was talking. I said, those who have come here, all the Indians, you ask their names, mostly the names are of gods and goddesses. Because that is the tradition. Why? Even if I call you, I am calling the name of God. That's how the life was spiritualized. Sri Ramakrishna was guided by revelation. Sri Ramakrishna has added words in the Bengali dictionary. There are some words which were not there, which Sri Ramakrishna realized, felt and told. Divine Mother told me this. One word is called Bhavamukha. There is no word Bhavamukha in Bengali dictionary. Bhavamukha is to be on the threshold. Threshold is there. What is Bhavamukha? You do like this, you are in the realm of God. You do like this, you are in the realm of human being. You are such a big connector between these two. That was Sri Ramakrishna. Sister Nivedita once says, and that's what Sri Ramakrishna proved. After the advent of Ramakrishna Vivekananda, the difference between secular and spiritual has gone. We have a beautiful word used by the volunteers and devotees in a very, very common, simple way. It's called Thakurer Kaj, God's work, Thakur's Seva. Nothing is secular. Do you think the work of the center only is Thakurer Kaj? No. If your attitude is correct, anywhere you go, do that with the spirit of service to God. All secular becomes spiritual. Secular and spiritual is your division within. Sri Ramakrishna removed that division. Everything is spiritual. Nothing is secular. Swamiji expressed that in a little different way and says, there is nothing false in truth. Everything is truth, from lower truth to higher truth. That was spirit of Sri Ramakrishna. Nothing is sinful. There is no sin which God cannot pardon. Because sin in Hinduism is a mistake or a blunder. You do little cleansing of your heart and you are good to go. We don't have a concept of permanent hell. That's a concept. We don't have that concept. Our hell is a reformatory. You go, finish your punishment and come back. Our heaven is a resort. You have collected some points, you go spend your points and come back. But one thing is very common in all the religions. Why you call the realization of truth in your religion as eternal heaven? Why it is eternal? That heaven cannot be this, where the worldly enjoyments are there. We have the same definition. Yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. That from where you don't need to return. That is the eternal abode of God. Eternal heaven. That heaven is not something to enjoy for. That heaven is what we call mukti, moksha, liberation, salvation, etc. We see Sri Ramakrishna as a person, a human side of Sri Ramakrishna. We see Ramakrishna as a prophet, somebody who revolutionized the spiritual realm, who changed the concept of spirituality. Ordinary people like you and me want to sit and meditate twice a day. Not that people didn't meditate earlier. This non-pretentious way of spiritual life. And that percolates in our life. Big people, in the way the world has to appreciate them. But you ask them, I'm okay, I'm a simple this one. No, but you got this award, that award, it's okay. I'm a simple devotee of Lord. You want to efface your ego. Because unknowingly we are clear with the ethos teachings of Sri Ramakrishna that whatever is of this world, all my achievements, all my riches, all my success, all my name is going to be here. I go alone, fly. Nothing goes with you. Ramakrishna order is the legacy of Sri Ramakrishna. Swamiji says, I have not done anything with my own desire. In a closed door, Sri Ramakrishna has told me to do this. Even the brother disciples had a doubt. You went to America and learnt about the institution and you want to start an institution. Swamiji says, no. You know, there is a very funny incident in the life of Sri Ramakrishna, life of Swami Vivekananda. He went for a lecture, came back to the host's house. So the lady of the house, Swamiji called her mother, and the two daughters were Swamiji's sisters. So Swamiji sat down and told, today I had a biggest temptation of my life. Then the lady, Swamiji was a young man of 29. The lady comes and says, tell me, who is she? Swamiji says, it is not she. It is an institution. I am tempted to start an institution in the name of Sri Ramakrishna, but I am afraid that that institution will become any other sect of Hinduism. And I am afraid Sri Ramakrishna was not a personality to be bound in a sect. But again, if I don't start an institution or an organization rather, no long-term work can be done. Then he started Ramakrishna Mission. With a heavy heart, when Sri Ramakrishna's relics were established, his picture was put to worship. I have heard this, I have not read anywhere. Swamiji comes and puts a handkerchief on the picture of Sri Ramakrishna. I do not want idol worship because that is narrowness. Sri Ramakrishna appears and says, for you it is not required. What about the people who will come? For them it is required. And remember, before Sri Ramakrishna passed away, he says, showing his own picture which we see here, a day will come when this picture will be worshipped in every house. Where few handful of people knew Sri Ramakrishna at that time. This order, many of you are very close to this order. You have seen the monks and you are close to find how this order of monks work. But few things you may not know is that this order is embodiment of harmony and synthesis of yoga by its nature. That's our day-to-day life. Do you know we have monks who are Muslims? Do you know we have monks who are Jews, Christians, Jains, Sikhs? And we don't tell them to renounce their religion. Of course, you wear this uniform because this is uniform of the order. First time when I saw one Swami sitting in a, what do you call it? Not virasana, what do you call it? Where you keep the legs behind after food? Vajrasana. I saw one Swami sitting in Vajrasana and praying like this. I said, why is he sitting like this, like a Muslim? He is Muslim. He is senior to us, he is senior to Maharaj. We go and touch his feet. Doesn't matter that he is a Muslim. This order is that. This order can celebrate Christmas Eve right inside the shrine. You don't dare to do it in other religions or even in other Hindu organizations. We don't mind having lunch or dinner with a Muslim. I have plenty of friends in Singapore who are Muslims. They may have an issue, we don't have. Just 2 years before, one Christian organization in Singapore came to me and says, Swamiji, we want to give some bursary awards to some Muslim children. Can we do this in Ramakrishna Mission? I said, why not? Do it. So about 120 Muslim children and adults came in our hall like this. Not in the shrine, but it's an auditorium. So some Muslims, clergy also came, Mufti also came. And he said, Swamiji, this is our namaz time. I said, this is our prayer time too, 7 o'clock. One side 7 o'clock, Khandana Bhavabandhana started in our temple, and below in the hall, the Mufti came to the stage and did like this, Allahu Akbar. I felt this is possible only here, nowhere else. And we didn't mind that. We catered halal food for them. It doesn't make me smaller. But we practice it in a most organic way, in the most spontaneous way. I don't need to act that I believe in that. We are what we are. Someone has written in his book called that Sri Ramakrishna brought the principle of God down to our level. Means, we also in our life having a very small state of mind. Somebody asked me, as we are taking some big project in Singapore, so somebody asked me, one lady devotee, what you want to achieve out of this? You are working so hard for the project. What you personally want? You don't need money out of it. You don't want name out of it. What you want? I said, good question. Probably I want to see the hand of Sri Ramakrishna working in this project. And I can keep on talking about it, the incidents which are no less than miracles. And we have just started the planning of the project. Religious and spiritual diversity is there since ages. And it was a problem, till it is a problem. Diversity is a problem. Why? Because people don't understand each other. Sri Ramakrishna, without any signboard, practiced in his life realized the truth, told to his disciples. And the truth is a simple truth. And that simple truth is God is one. God cannot be two. Water everywhere in the world is H2O, is not something different. Every religion is a path. There were many paths. There would be many paths in future too. But all the paths are leading to the same truth. T is always capital, and that is not two, that is only one. And that became a simple truth in the life of us. And religious diversity, Sri Ramakrishna with his principles and realization took out that threatening part. That incident I told. Somebody is a Muslim, somebody is a Christian, somebody is Jew, somebody is Taoist, doesn't matter. We are all going in the same path. That we believe, they may not, doesn't matter. But Sri Ramakrishna removed this, the threatening part of diversity. Diversity is beautiful. Only it is a problem when people don't understand it. Yesterday also I told, I'm fond to tell this. Think of, there's an Eastern concept, I don't know whether you have that concept here. Think in a coffee shop. 4 people are sitting on one table and taking coffee. Who are they? Sri Krishna, Jesus, Buddha, and Prophet Muhammad. 4 people are sitting and taking. Do you think they will fight? No. If they've realized they don't fight, then why people fight? It is the non-understanding, misunderstanding and less understanding that makes us fight with each other. Sri Ramakrishna removed that and told what Swamiji put in a very beautiful way, that there is a secondary details of religion and there is a primary detail of religion. Anything about secondary details is always different. Your dress is different, your food is different, your belief system is different, your books are different, the architecture of your shrine is different. But inside that, the truth has no alternative. There is no second truth. That is the primary detail of religion. And that is the divinity within. That was the famous statement from Raj Yoga. This must be memorized by all of us. Each soul is potentially divine. The goal is to manifest this divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. Do it either by work or worship or psychic control or philosophy. Do by 1 or 2 or all of this and be free. That is religion. The books, the rituals, the dogmas, etc. are the secondary details. Primary details is to realize this divinity. Now Sri Ramakrishna is a principle. Sri Ramakrishna is a person, there is a human aspect of him. Sri Ramakrishna is a prophet. There are many uniquenesses in him in the history comparing with other prophets. But Sri Ramakrishna is a principle. All the talks of Vedanta, what you do, just now you heard the stotra, Pranamami Gadadhara Brahmapadam. That is the principle, Sri Ramakrishna. Very interesting. All of us are good readers of Ramakrishna Vivekananda literature. Our duty is to highlight and underline some lines and incidents. Swami Vivekananda came back from Chicago. You have read the lectures from Colombo to Almora. He comes to Calcutta. Big reception is given to him. Big citation is given to him appreciating his work in America. Reply to that in front of multitude of people, not in a corner of the room telling to his disciple, but he's telling to people at large. What he says, when the citation is given to him, that the great disciple of Sri Ramakrishna. Then he says about Sri Ramakrishna and says, in this citation you uttered a name which has touched the chords of my heart, and that is my Master Sri Ramakrishna, the eternal witness in the hearts of all of us, publicly. Who is the consciousness in the hearts of all? Is it a picture of Sri Ramakrishna? Is it a person Sri Ramakrishna? No, it's a principle Sri Ramakrishna. All the Vedantic truths. Yesterday someone was asking me, Maharaj, when we hear the Vedanta, then again we come and do the puja and arati and all that. I'm not able to correlate how these both are same. How the worship of Sri Ramakrishna is the same as the Vedanta lectures which we hear. The answer is this. It is your state of mind that you say Sri Ramakrishna, I am worshipper of Sri Ramakrishna, fine. If you are worshipping Sri Ramakrishna, you and Sri Ramakrishna are different, otherwise you cannot worship. But ritualistic worship, though we continue to do it, but remember, internally many of us don't do it. Because ritualistic worship is the kindergarten of spiritual life and religion. You come out of it. For practice you do it. That's a part of our route, because there are many who still are in kindergarten. So we continue. Once you progress, you read the scriptures. You read about God. God is not always a person. God is a principle. Or God sits in our heart. You do your chest X-ray. Do you find the picture of Sri Ramakrishna? No. Who sits in your heart? He sits in your heart is your consciousness. I'm taking this opportunity, what my understanding is between the worship of Sri Ramakrishna and the great Vedantic principles which we talk about. I want to take this opportunity for 2 minutes. You came, you are sitting in this hall. You were outside the building, coming by your car. Then you entered the other parts of the center. Then you entered in this hall. Any doubt? No doubt. Yes, I came by car, I was outside. Then I entered the center. Now I am here. In the same way, let me tell the same into a different way. It is I who was on the street. It is I who entered the center. It is I who is sitting in this hall. Any doubt? No doubt. It is the same that it is I who is in the waking state. It is I who was seeing dreams. It is I who was in a deep sleep. Adi Shankaracharya, I always like to put myself into it so that my way of telling is close to what I want to say. When I joined the order, obviously we don't have a habit of meditating early morning, so you feel sleepy. And I was searching how to come out of this. One is you take rest and come a little later, but no, Mangalarti time is the same, I have to come in time. Then I started searching, what is that repeating which my sleep will go. And then I found this stotra of Adi Shankaracharya. It's called Prataha Parabrahma Stotram. In that first sloka, third line, Yad Swapna Jagara Sushuptyam Avaiti Nityam. One who travels in this three state of Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti, the waking, dream and deep sleep. Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham. I am that consciousness. I am that witness. Nacha Bhuta Sangha, not this Panchabhuta's body. Other day somebody was asking, but how to realize I am taking the name of Sri Ramakrishna? Then how Vedanta I understand? I told my understanding. Then immediately we say, hey, if my understanding is in conflict with your Guru says, reject me because that is my understanding. If you think what I say is contradictory to scriptures, reject me. But that consciousness within you, when you do this japa, which is the name of Sri Ramakrishna, with devotion you do, first experience comes when we progress, is as Sri Ramakrishna says, you don't have experience of it, but you start feeling it. What is that? I stay in this body. Because you objectify your body. You see your body suffering. And you keep a distance from your body and say, yeah, whatever happens to the body, you do it. I had a smile operation. So doctor says, Swami, ready? I say, always ready. You do whatever you like with the body. I have nothing to do with it. Why? I will be sleeping. You cut, paste, stitch, whatever you want to do. Take objectively. Not that I have got Brahma Jnana. No. This is Swami Vivekananda. This is Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, which makes a simple man like you and me brave from the spiritual point of view. And just because I was smiling even instantly after the operation, the doctor comes and says to me, Swami, I envy you. I said, why? Neither I feel nor you feel that operation is just over. I say, you operated the body, you can't operate me. I am repeating only Vedanta, I am not telling this my experience. So idea is this, when you come in contact with this concept of great people, something will come in you. It is said, Holy Mother says this, when you deal with flowers, if there is a flower shop, you go enter the shop and you get the fragrance. Correct? You don't need to do anything. That part you get when you come in contact with these great spiritual personalities. You start getting their flavors. You start getting their ethos. You start getting their teachings. You start getting some idealism in your life. When a young boy of 20, 22 wants to join the order, think of his mindset. I know one monk studying in Bombay Engineering College, traveling by Bombay local train. He missed a train. So he has to wait for 15-20 minutes on Bombay Central. How to spend time? And this is almost 35 years before. So he went to the bookshop of the railway station and purchased a book of 1 rupee price. The Thoughts of Swami Vivekananda. And he is reading that and walking around. One thought out of that came to his mind. And he says to me, walking on the platform, I decided this life is meant for Sri Ramakrishna. A simple incident, nothing. A boy left his home. I want to be a monk. Have no concept of Ramakrishna mission. Comes to Varanasi to become a monk, walking around every day taking bhiksha somewhere. So Ramakrishna mission, home of service. Who is this Ramakrishna? Definitely Vivekananda's guru. Let me go inside. So he found a Swami, Buddha Maharaj, who was once president of Singapore Ashram, and told, I have left my home to be a monk. Buddha Maharaj very nicely told him, we are also monks. No, but I can't stay in hospital. Buddha Maharaj told him, come and stay for 2 days. If you like, you continue, otherwise go away. And that Swami told me, I entered Ramakrishna Mission Home of Service for 2 days. Today 50 years completed. Even I will tell you, you read the books, even the Swami says, I do not know when I joined the order. I do not know when I got Brahmacharya Diksha. I do not know when I got Sannyasi Diksha because I didn't plan it. I said, how it is possible? Long before, Mahapurush Maharaj Swami Shivanandaji was head of Advaita Ashrama in Varanasi, and Sevashrama was there. They wanted a doctor. So in Calcutta newspaper, they advertised a doctor required for Varanasi home of service. Nobody applied except one boy. So came to Mahapurush Maharaj and told, okay, you go to Varanasi, so and so will talk to you. He came to Varanasi, serving in hospital, getting whatever salary. Mahapurush Maharaj came. So he went to do pranams every day. Then he found two boys came, did pranam to Maharaj and were leaving. And Maharaj said, okay, you take bath in Ganges and come back. So the doctor says, Swamiji, where they are going? No, they are going to take bath in Ganga. And because today they are taking Brahmacharya Diksha. Oh, by the way, do you want Brahmacharya Diksha? He said, oh, I will be happy to have it. But then you have to remain Brahmachari throughout that. Yes, Swamiji, I will serve. He went again with the two boys, took Ganga Snan, came back, got Brahmacharya Diksha. So he thought it is a simple vow. After 2-3 years, every day doing pranam, same incident happened. Maharaj said, okay, both of you go to take Ganga Snan and come back. I will give you sannyasa. By the way, do you want sannyasa? He says, am I eligible for it? No, go with them, take bath and come. That Swami is writing in the reminiscences of Mahapurush Maharaj, 3 volumes in Bengali, 3 volumes in Hindi also. And he writes and says, this is the grace of these people. I didn't even know that I am being incorporated in this such holy order. I don't know whether I am eligible or not. Actually speaking, all of us have the same feeling. We come with so much humility because we don't know whether we are fit for this. Swami Yatishwarananda ji, one of our great Vice President Maharaj, he requested Swami Brahmananda ji and told Maharaj, if you find me eligible for sannyasa, can you please grant me sannyasa? So Brahmanji told, nobody in this world is eligible for sannyasa, but I will give you. Ideal is very high. I take little freedom. When we call you are devotees of Sri Ramakrishna, not you are devotees, you are trying to be a devotee of Sri Ramakrishna. When I say I am a monk of Ramakrishna, I am trying to be a monk of Ramakrishna order. Because the ideal of devotee, look at Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter, Tally, if any qualities you can match with your devotees, maybe 1%, 2%. Ideal of monks is so high. Do I can match it? Maybe little. But this is our, all the technicalities, and maybe I am wasting time of Swamiji, but there is Vidvata Sannyasa and Vividisha Sannyasa. Ours is a Vividisha Sannyasa. To get Atma Jnana, we take sannyasa. Vidvat sannyasa is, I have already got jnana, so renunciation becomes spontaneous for me. That is Vidvat sannyasa. Ours is a Vividisha sannyasa. So we serve Sri Ramakrishna, we worship Sri Ramakrishna, we lead a pure life and trying to achieve this goal. But all these things came from where? From the priest of Dakshineshwar, quietly leading a spiritual life, got enlightenment in a way, if you want to say. And then the bloomed flowers attracted some bees, 16 of them, taught them what is good for this time. And they renounced. Do you know that after passing away of Sri Ramakrishna in Kashipur Garden House, householder devotees were giving money from rental of the place to food and etc. So they started telling, now Sri Ramakrishna has passed away, all of you go home, get married and get settled. Swamiji said, no, Sri Ramakrishna did not tell us that everything is over after my passing away. Surendranath Mitra got vision of Sri Ramakrishna twice and told, just because I left the body, you don't stop supporting my children. He cried and came to Varanagar Mutt and said, sorry, I stopped the rental. Here is the money for every month to pay rental for Varanagar Mutt. And the movement started from there. It's still going on. So principles Sri Ramakrishna, the eternal witness in our heart. We should not have any confusion about the principles of Vedanta with the name Sri Ramakrishna which we are repeating. Holding on to truth in a day-to-day life to the final spiritual realization is another unique gift of Sri Ramakrishna. In a very simple way, a joyful, childlike personality. They say before Sri Ramakrishna's advent, spiritual people are always very serious. I cannot smile, cannot laugh in front of public. Sri Ramakrishna like a child. You read the gospel, everybody laughed. Bengali, Sakaler Hasya. You are reading a religious book for the God's sake, but everybody is laughing. Swamiji was sitting, 29 years old young man, and cutting jokes with people in the foyer of Art Institute. One very old Christian clergyman came. Young man, you are a religious leader, be serious. Swamiji said, yes sir, sometimes I become very serious when I have a stomach pain. If there is joy in you, it is getting manifested. And that is what simply in Sri Ramakrishna. Your day-to-day life and your spiritual life will merge in such a way as an artist will merge two colors from this shade to this shade. The division of secular and spiritual goes away. People like you and me who are simple, ordinary men, we can still aspire to touch the moon or the highest realization. Thank you very much for sharing. Sri Ramakrishna's concept is something which is, you can talk for days. It's not a question of 1 hour. Because we are living with him, we are breathing in Sri Ramakrishna. May the grace of Sri Ramakrishna, may he bless all of us and make us worthy of calling ourselves devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. May some of his qualities or one of his quality may come in us, even in 1%, our life will be blessed. We are really sitting on the precipice of the great mountain. We are sitting at the bank of that huge reservoir of nectar. It's a matter of our extending hand and taking a sip from that reservoir. May he bless all of us. Thank you.